can we arrest somebody for driving while suspended, search them, then don't find any evidence that we care about, and then release them, unarrest them? Hey guys, my name is Anthony Bandiero. I'm an attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing you the Roadside Chat. So this question does come up a lot and around the country, and let's kind of go through it. So this question came from, a person in Kansas. So basically, there's this practice apparently of, hey, we have an arrestable offense, right? We can arrest this person for XYZ. Let's call it driving while suspended. So we arrest them, right? Quote unquote, we arrest them, we search them, search instant arrest. We get into their pockets, we get into their backpack and so forth, their waistband, and we don't find anything. And we run them and there's no other issues going on with them. And, or we run them before we arrest them, we find out they have a drug history, and we arrest them, we don't find anything, and then we decide, I'm gonna release you today. You've been so cooperative. But the whole search was a ruse. The whole arrest was fake. If the cop knew, right, that if he or she didn't find anything, the person was going to be released. But if he found something, we were going to go through with the arrest. Are we lawful? The answer is no. That issue is in essence the Supreme Court case in Iowa versus Knowles, right? Or Knowles versus Iowa, I forget. But regardless, you can find it just looking up under Knowles, Knowles. There, an officer stopped Knowles for speeding, and he had the power to arrest Knowles for speeding, and he decided to, all right, I'm just going to search you because I have this power. I'm going to search you, and if I find something, I'm going to arrest you. But if I don't, I'm going to basically release you. The Supreme Court rejected this authority to just search people without a true custodial arrest. Remember, why do you have a search incident to arrest? You have it because the person is going to be transported. It's custodial, right? The case is Chimmel, and the other case is Robinson. In both of these cases, the Supreme Court is making it clear that it's the fact of the arrest, the custodial arrest, that allows us to search him incident to arrest. And if you don't have that custody, right, we're not taking possession of the person, then there is no overarching reason, a government reason to intrude onto their person, to go into their pockets, to make sure they have no weapons, means of escape, and so forth. If all we have is a person driving while suspended, there is no evidence of that crime. So there is no compelling reason to even search them without an arrest. So what should we be doing? We should be on the up and up here. If you're going to arrest him, arrest him. Take him to jail. Some courts, though, are like, but they'll say, look, as long as the custodial arrest follows, as long as even if the cop was had an ulterior motive, right? I really wouldn't arrest you for driving while suspended, but I think you may have evidence on you. I can arrest you. I'm going to search you, and I find evidence. I take you to jail. That is not unlawful, right? It's not unlawful in most states because the arrest ultimately occurred. So I guess as long as you take him to jail, then I guess objectively, it's fine, even though subjectively you didn't like it. But if you search, then unarrest, and the court believes that you did not have a legitimate reason for doing that, then you are basically flying in the face of the Supreme Court, and you're making bad case law. First of all, I mean that's not how things work around here. We don't get a search into arrest without intending to arrest, in my view, right? Now, you may, just before we leave here, you may have a legitimate reason for unarresting them. Look, it's happened to me. I remember I arrested a juvenile, right, for reckless driving. And his parents came out, and they looked pretty pissed, to be honest with you. They were like, this is unacceptable. We gave you privileges of the car. You obviously got you're arrested for reckless driving. And they're like, look, if you give them to us, we will take care of business, and I'm like, thinking to myself, well, A, I like how you're acting because I like parents to be involved in their kids' lives, and discipline is a good thing. And two, arresting juveniles is a pain in the ass, right? So here you go, mom and dad, here's your kid back. I unarrested him. But if his parents never showed up to the scene, or maybe didn't act like that, maybe I would have gone through with the arrest. The point is I sincerely intended to arrest him. and I unarrested him because of those factors. And maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. But the point is it can happen, guys. Let's make good case law out there, right? We already have an uphill battle in our courts. When courts think we're being shady about stuff like this, or we're using inventories to really just get into cars, otherwise we just let it go. Guys, we're making bad case law. We're begging the courts, please make life harder on me and my fellow brothers and sisters on the thin blue line. Don't do it. Be on the up and up. Make good case law. Be proud of your cases. If any of your videos, if you're called by CNN and Fox News and say, hey, trooper, I just want to let you know that we're going to show your body cam from last night. I want you to immediately think, thank God, finally people are going to see good police work out there. Honey, get the kids. We're going to watch the news tonight. You're going to see what daddy does for a living. Feel good about your cases. Do the right thing. All right? All right. If you like what I'm doing here, like, subscribe, share. See you later.